All right, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakurash, the honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, peace, blessings, and citations all like Akimo Akwath, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. Another video through the Spirit. All right, and for this one is a collection of videos just dealing with the struggles of being, a brother from another mother, right? If you will, an Israelite, right? The fact that our very existence in this current captivity is plagued with nothing but hardship, left or right, up or down. And there's nowhere you can go to, alleviate that. So what are we left with? Turning to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, which is what we should have done in the first place. And like I said, I got this collection of clips. All right, your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. Let's go.
In 2005, is it true that J.P. Morgan released information directly indicating that it directly benefited from slavery? Would the representative from J.P. Morgan respond?
I do believe that in 2005 we made a report about potential transactions that involved slavery between J.P. Morgan or its heritage companies back in the 1800s.
What? In fact, there was an indication, I believe, that you accepted loans against slaves as collateral. True?
I believe that to be true, yes.
For edification purposes, have any of the other banks compiled a study as to whether or not you have benefited from slavery? If so, raise your hand, please. Let the record reflect that none have raised a hand.
So right here, this was some sort of, you see the top comment. You see this is a committee, a meeting to see how many banks in the United States can trace their original dealings back to slavery. And of course, one of the top banks, one of the famous ones dealing with J.P. Morgan, obviously. And this is something, that our apostles brought out that we now know, obviously is true. It's yes, the fact that the United States economy began itself in what? Rape, rob, and murder of Gad and Reuben and the rest of the Northern Kingdom tribes, Latinos and Native Americans, and especially and heavily the Southern Kingdom tribes, Negroes, if you will, right? The Haitian, Jamaican, the different terms they've given us. So it is a pure fact that this economy and this system was set up on our backs, and everyone likes to pretend like it's not. And as he asked the question, how many of you other banks representatives have looked into the fact of if your company has benefited? And everybody there just look around and look at each other. Even the cop in the back, she looked like a NB, a nigga B, a nigga woman. Even she looked like, which one, So what does this go to show you? This goes to show you that this land is built off of your backs. Plain and simple. And the scripture that comes to my mind, and now, we know that this more so is dealing with the elect, and ultimately the entire nation will be justified. Our nation, right? Wisdom of Solomon 5:1, literally, right? And it's funny that dude used the word edification in there. That's how the Spirit had that clip come to light. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labor. So quite literally, they didn't make account. They didn't keep track of or at least openly admit, because, Esau has everything. Here it is. Ain't that something, y'all? Here it is. This guy can figure out which amoeba evolved into a banana, and now we're here. Then, billions, they can figure that out. But they can't go back and get them papers. BS. They just don't like having that evidence on wax because they don't like being accused to their face of their wrongdoing. Right? So that's why, when Judgment Day comes, it's going to come hard for them. All right, next clip. I'm going to click on up top, my man's
Robinson, known as the Black Prince, a man whose journey sculpted not only his body, but also the history of the sport. But amidst the glory, Robbie faced a grueling battle against racism that shadowed his career. With his pitch-black skin color competing against the white saints of the sport, he wasn't favored to win the Mr. Olympia, or even place top 5. Despite that, his physique was so great that the father of bodybuilding, Joe Weirder, even used his physique as the mold for the Mr. Olympia logo, replacing Robbie's head with his own. Yet Robbie's spirit remained unbreakable. With unwavering determination, he overcame the challenges, showcasing his prowess, grace, and undeniable talent. And even at 70 years of age, the amazing physique of Robbie Robinson continues to inspire.
All right. And so you see, you know, we're not, you know, basically we don't, you know, over big up carnality, but you know, obviously the guy, you know, he's in very good shape, and he was one of the OG bodybuilders, right? I believe that's in the is that considered? I believe that's the golden era, yeah, because silver era bodybuilding, I believe, is 50s. So this was, I believe, this is the golden era. You know, here it is a whole statue of this man, and the Edomite, you know, cut his head off and put on his head. And he, along with another famous bodybuilder that I know of, you know, Jake bodybuilder, Serge Nubret. Damn, what was he from Norway? He's a Jake, an Israelite, Darsky. Y'all have seen him. If you've seen him. Fuck. Let's do this. Jake out of France. Yep, Serge Nubret. Right now, this guy, along with the other guy, these dudes would clearly, you know, I mean, okay, you know, obviously they were using gear, right? But now when Jake uses gear, we look, Jake without gear is already at the top. But when Jake decides to use gear, you know, he literally looks like an action. He looks like an action figure. You know, it looks like something purely out of a video game, right? But even still, they would be blackballed in the sense of they wouldn't be given first place when clearly their physiques was better than everyone, you know, and they still had to, if you were paying attention to that clip, even when we were being done wrong, we still have to be a class act and be humble. Well, that day, y'all, eventually, we not gonna have to keep doing that. Just keep getting did wrong and did wrong and did wrong. Just keep a smile on your face and don't speak in a deep voice and scare nobody. The Lord is going to justify us and vindicate us and let us finally be avenged for all the wrongdoing. All right, and like I said, you know, this is these guys, you know, they're just bodybuilders. They didn't do nothing great or prolific for their people. But I'm just pulling this up to show you know the daily struggles. It doesn't matter what avenue you try to go in this captivity, y'all. As long as you are a Jake, you will face hate and you will be stifled. No matter what you do, or no matter what no matter what you think you can do, you know, this dude looked like a good. It looked like a car couldn't run him over, man. All right, and if I remember correctly, I believe he competed in several. Talking about Serge Nubret, he competed up against
Meet Robbie Robinson, known as the
competed against what you call my man's Schwarzenegger, right? But of course, you know, they think that Schwarzenegger is an Edomite, so of course they'll gave him the gold. All right, let's do this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep going on this actually. Verse 2, it says, when they see it, they shall be troubled. Now this is dealing with the elect at the return of our Lord Yahushua, when the elect are raised up, first and foremost, right? It says, when they see it, who's they? Our enemies. They shall be troubled with terrible fear and amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of Yahweh, and his lot is among the saints? So that's what they're going to woefully lament. Damn, man. These was the chosen seed. Damn. Man, we was doing it wrong. Man, they about to come down out them spaceships and whoop our ass. You damn right. And deservingly so. Deservingly so. Let's get some more clips. Cranking them out.
Or is it city?
Let me see.
The city? Or is it city?
Caucasian.
He asked him, what's your ethnicity, right? Look at this shit. This shit was, I was like, wow.
Caucasian.
I gotta guess. If you guys could be one race for a day, what would you be and why?
We're the superior race. Like, not as in like that.
Oh, that's...
Now, she could have said anything on earth than that phrase of what came out of her mouth. But that's how they feel, right? That's how they feel. The actual Edomites, because you have Israelite foreigners, but that right there, that's the Edomite. That's how they feel. That is how they feel, right? Now that's an Edomite, okay? They feel that they're superior, which is why their form of lifestyle, because this is the beast, uh, the fourth beast has been revived as America, and right now they force everyone to.
We are the.
So like they force everyone to observe their way of life, and they think it's the best. Traffic lights, English, their haircuts, their diet, right? Everything that's completely against scriptures, that's what they uphold because they believe that they're superior. But they're about to be found out they're not.
Like that.
Oh, that's mad.
We are the.
That's the most German answer.
I'm not going to be like, I want to be black because you guys have a terrible time with it.
Okay.
Now, once again, she could have. That's not even what he asked her. He asked if you could be anybody, who would you be for a day? And she immediately gets to say, as long as I'm not a nigga. In other words, and apparently they're in Germany, which, now outside of America, Jake gets love to a degree, but still keep in mind we are in captivity and these heathen do hate us. Because, I've been told as a Jake man, you can go out in Germany and have some fun, right? But regardless of that, you clearly see how we're the proverb and the byword of the earth. Motherfuckers don't even want to be us in their nightmares, y'all. God damn.
That's a whoop.
I'm going to be like, I want to be black because you guys.
Okay, well, you know what? They may be in London, but they may be German. Because I'm looking at where this is tagged now. This is tagged out of London, but I'm guessing both these girls are from Germany, which is why her friend must have said what she said.
Have a terrible time with it.
Okay.
Yeah, the.
Damn, she said, we're the superior race, we're the assholes, and y'all are having a terrible time being black, so I don't want to be it. Damn.
That's the most German answer.
I'm not going to be like, I want to be black because you guys have a terrible time with it.
Okay. So what would you be after that crazy answer?
I'd be mixed race.
Why, and why is that?
My ex-boyfriend was mixed race growing up, but he never got it.
What?
I'm sorry, y'all. She did the fuck out.
Are you on it?
It'd be quite interesting to experience like what people are going through. I don't know, like I've never had someone comment on my race as a white girl.
What is y'all's race or?
That's funny, man. That bitch said, you know what? Let me get my face off camera. That's funny though, y'all. We're the proverb and byword of the earth. Let me pair. Man, each clip I got, I could do its own little. Wow, man, that's crazy. Let me just do this. Don't. Hey, we are become. Damn. We have become the byword. Psalms, basic, easy. I'm not even gonna go nowhere else fancy for Psalms. Let me think. Everybody want to be a nigga, but don't nobody want to be a nigga. Everybody want to be able to jump high. Everybody want to jump high like Jake. Everybody want to be able to run like Jake. Everybody want to be able to get their hump on like Jake. All the women want a chest and a backside like our women, right? But don't nobody want to go through the curses. And that's, hey, we can't make this shit. I didn't make that up. I didn't make her say that out her mouth, right? It speaks for itself. Psalms 44. Damn. And 13. Thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a derision to them that are round about us. Thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head among the people. And that's what we've become now. Plain and simple. Let me get the next two. Let me combine these.
Like she crazy, cursing at her, telling her what you won't do. Crazy, cursing at her. Like she doing, like she crazy, cursing at her, telling her what you won't do. You won't clean your room. You won't do what you want to do. And you talk to your mother like that? Like you tough? Do you think you tough, little man? Talk to me like you talk to your mother. Talk to me. You think you're tough, don't you? Bust up on me. Cuss me out. Tell me you ain't gonna do what I say do. I dare you. I dare you. You ain't gonna do it to me. Why you do it to her? Why you talk to her disrespectfully? Why? Little boy, answer me. Why do you talk to your mother disrespectfully? You don't know why you do it. Today I'm gonna help you find out why. And today it ends. Today it ends. Do you understand? You will not call your mother out of her name ever again.
So right here now, from what I gathered previously, apparently this is an ex-military man, a veteran. He does or owns some sort of service where he goes around, helping getting the youngins in order, especially Jake, because, the black woman has a very good history of picking good fathers, right? Regardless of that. So, she wouldn't hire the dad rather than having his real dad around, whatever the fuck happened. And so you see him, obviously the kid here, he's shook. So he's yes or no sir right here. But obviously if he wasn't being a demon towards his mother, this wouldn't have to take place. But, I'm going to combine this with the next clip. And we're going to see this could have been prevented had that youngin been brought up in a proper Israelite household in the first place. So I'm going to conjoin this with this next clip.
What has America done for me? Nothing but made me a zombie. I don't know who I am. I try to act like somebody else. No name, no language, no culture. Got our women acting like some Aunt Jemimas, Buells, Sapphires. Got our men acting like Stephen Fetchit, Mankind Molars, Willie Best, and some Rochesters. What has America done for me? Nothing but made me a zombie. Took away my uncle life, gave me some groceries, some dead white man hanging from it, teaching us about Mary had a little lamb. Mary was white, the lamb was white, and what about old Snow White? Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to give her poor dog a bone. I lied. She gave the dog a steak and gave the bones to Negroes. Neck bones, pig feet, ham hocks, chitterlings, guts. Made us gut eaters, whiskey consumers, dope users, Uncle Tom niggas. That's what America done for me. Made me a robot, a Frankenstein, a puppet. What has America done for me? Nothing but made me a zombie. Integration, segregation, dehumanization, demasculation, frustration, and complete annihilation. If you are seeking a just education, we are taught to hate ourselves, that everything white is right. We are taught to hate ourselves. Everything we learn is right. Jack and Jill is right. Dick and Jane is right. Little Bo Peep is right. Little Jack Horner is right. Little Red Riding Hood is right. History is right. Civics is right. Math is right.
So right here, now obviously, this is some decades ago. You can tell from the froze. I'm going to assume they don't know that they're Israelites, but they're on a lot better path than as you saw that previous kid. See the difference between these kids and that other kid. These kids were being taught who their enemy was. Therefore, they at least had that much to know that they need to be at variance with him and his ways. At least right here in this time, because as I can imagine as the years went by, these are someone's grandparents now. They may have let all that go, and they probably old rocking chair coon somewhere. Or, hey, maybe they held their fire of the hatred of E in their heart, right? But you see the difference right there. That's why you have to train the youngins in the way that they should go, which is why Esau Edom made sure to strip us of our ability to pass down to our youngins their proper heritage, to know who they are and who they should be worshiping. Therefore, he has better control over us, our women, and our children. And so now look at the effects. Look at our people through, right? Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Pairing that with what? Sirach 30. Everything that he did was on purpose, y'all. That first kid, you can imagine, he don't grow up knowing nothing about his enemy. He Apple Jacks is in his bowl in the morning, and then he gets some Capri Sun, then he get a ham sandwich, then he's off to school, he's listening to crap rap. He's on his little iPhone all day, right? Gets picked up, goes home, plays his Xbox, all right, gets on the internet, watching shit he shouldn't be watching. Then his mom coming, then he starts tripping on her. Then you repeat that cycle till he's about 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. He has a kid or two with a couple chicks. He dogs, right? And now multiply that by the millions, and that's the majority of our people and family members, right? And it is no wonder why we're destroyed. Sirach 30 and 1. He that loveth the son causeth him oft to feel a rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. He that chasteneth his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. Though his father die, yet is he as though he were not dead, for he hath left one behind him that is like himself. This is why E had to separate us from our heritage, so that we were not leaving up good men that knew to, worship Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and keep us in order. No. He had to break that up. Play Xbox all day, smoke weed all day, go be a rapper. You there, go play football. You fuck on hoes, get them pregnant, dip. You over there, you the shooter, shoot at your own people, kill them. Stereo, well, shoot at your own people, walk them down, stare them in the face, and then kill them. And put your hood up and go do some more, right? Come on, man. Lord finna put a stop to all this. I just got 2 more. I'll let this play.
Has gotten to the top is put on a dress. And most of the time, when you play a gay role, it's just to shut down black masculinity. It's to shut it down, to kill the alpha.
There is a systematic effort to destroy every black male entertainer's image. They want us all to have an actress by a name. Kobe raped a white woman in Colorado. Dr. Cosby raped 37 bitches and still counting. Nobody leaves this business clean. Michael Jackson fucked little white children.
Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan gambled.
Right, and then his dad got killed.
You understand?
They tried to tie that.
You're not going to die clean.
I mean,
some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
So you see, another one of the issues that we face here is the demasculization. The fact that if you want to succeed in this world, you got to do some things, some strange things for a little piece of change if you want to go somewhere in this world. Actually go to this out of I'm gonna go out of Sirach. It's equivalent to selling your soul. Damn, hang on. Baal. Okay, cast. Yep, that's why. Yep. Sirach 10 and 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such an one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. So a person who casteth away his bowels, there's nothing that they won't do. They'll do anything for that change. And Esau, knowing that we're impoverished because he put us there, he sets Jacob to do things that are homoerotic, if you will. Not even, in which, the scriptures tell you a man isn't supposed to put on that, which, matter of fact, we'll get that actually. Because let's say, for instance, oh, well, he ain't kissed nobody. He ain't actually. Okay, let's say we'll give you that. Okay, we haven't seen on full-fledged footage of one of them, in a room with 80-year-old elites pegging them, right? But they're doing things that ought not, that are in a feminine fashion, to turn down our natural masculinity as Israelite men, to encourage others to, hey, if you want to get this money, if you want to live this life, you can't be all big and black and brown up in here. If you the scary Mexican machete, that's gonna have to stop. You're gonna have to change. You're gonna have to you better grab your lawnmower, boy. Or if you're a big old scary nigga, you better put this dress on, boy, and a wig, boy. Right? Deuteronomy 22 and 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai thy power. So outright. So that shit's an abomination. It's an abomination. That's why you don't do it, because it's an abomination. No further explanation. You know, these motherfuckers, they get to arguing with a motherfucker. All right. Hey, the Lord, these people, y'all, boy, man. One more clip, y'all. We almost through. It ain't no fun here. Oh, it's no fun under the sun. Not for us.
I'm late as always, but this Alabama boat brawl just had me thinking. I did 4 years in Alabama, in college, in Huntsville, so it wasn't Montgomery. But everywhere you step in Alabama, there's a history that is hard to sit with, right? Like for me, on my way to school and on my way home every day, I had to drive through cotton fields. Like, I knew what that was. We know what happened there. And there's just there's a lot of history there that somebody growing up in California like I did, the history's different out here, right? It's different. And so this boat brawl just got me kind of blown. So I did a little map moment and went to the location. Here we are at River. Happened. This is the dock where the fight started. And this is where slaves were brought to be trafficked and sold as chattel. They were taken here to Commerce Street and marched down about 3 or 4 blocks into the city square. I tried to get a ground version of this, but for some reason, this is the way it did it. And they were sold right here. So I'm late as...
So come to find out, y'all, where that brawl took place was a mother freaking slave dock. That's why the Lord put the spirit. That's why the Lord put the spirit on them jakes. And we're gonna call it. I don't know how many was involved. All right, we're gonna call them the Tenacious 20. That's gonna you got the Arkansas 5, right? Well, them's is the Tenacious 20. All right, so. Man, y'all, every step you take in this, boy, see, we're walking around here, we have to live here, so, we're used to it. But when Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai gives us those old eyes, gives us that new body with them eyes and that spirit that knows and can see, we're gonna flip that switch. We're going to flip that switch. We're going to be reminded and see all the things that this man has done to us in all the land of our captivity. So it's just a matter of time. This entire world, and specifically America, but this entire world is stained with the wrongdoings that they have done to us. And he will have to pay for it. We can't walk 2 feet without walking over your great-grandparents' skulls some damn where. Numbers 35. And what is that? 33. What does the law say? Numbers 35 and 33. So ye should not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So this man's blood must be shed in the very place where he shed ours, in the very place where he said we are no people. Right, so that's about it.
So
this dude has a lot to pay for, y'all. And this video is just a collection of videos showing you can't take 10 steps in your brown shoes without there being an issue. Right? So, hey, give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakodash, the waters, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations. All like the Akim Akwath, learning, teaching, truth, and sincerity. Shalom.